I'm so pleased to welcome Chef Tom Colicchio, who's got a new concept. It's where commerce meets chefing. The Pantry is this new set of 6 episodes already that can be digested and can not only watch you get together with peers, with protégés, to cook up extraordinary dishes, but meanwhile, I can buy everything potentially.
You can. So the whole idea behind the Pantry was that as a chef, especially when I cook at home, I use a lot of pantry items. I'm not making stocks and sauces and things like that. So I want these hits of flavor either through things like chili crunch or maybe chutneys and relishes that I can add to the dish. And so I thought this would be really great to bring professional chefs together. And we have an occasional other celebrity that comes on board as well, just to cook and have fun. And then as the consumer, you can click on any of the items that we're using to purchase, are knives, cutting boards, aprons, cookware, anything. So you can shop the entire segment. Yeah.
And that technology is brought by MBTV Studios. They've got this sort of patented technology. What actually is the technology flavor that got you interested?
Well, so years ago I had a very similar idea, but before going out to actually raise money for the concept, this was the first tech bubble burst, so it was that long ago, and the technology wasn't quite there to do the shopping piece of it. But it's a similar idea where there was a pantry set up where you can shop, and there were various chefs that curated their own pantries, but the technology wasn't there yet. So now the technology is such that as the ingredients are being used, you'll get a little bubble on the screen, and you could just click right through and purchase that, or put it in your cart and then check out later.
And as someone who's producing content, inspiring people to make dishes, why is that interactivity important? Why not just have someone sat watching your show and just be on Amazon or whatever else that they could be at the same time?
Because a lot of times when you see that recipe or you see these ingredients being used, you want to react quickly, and you want to get that. You don't, and also a lot of things that we're using you may not find on your shelves in your regular supermarket. A lot of the stuff is hard to find. Things like we use black garlic syrup. That good luck finding that somewhere. So there's little specialty items like that we can tap into as well.
Have you got any feedback on what audience participation's been like?
So far, it's been good. It's happening slowly. The great thing is all our videos are evergreen, so it's not like if you miss it, first run, you're going to miss it. It's there, and people are finding us. It's happening, but the feedback's been great, and we're selling products, and it's been good. With the Spirits Network, that's where we are. We're on the Spirits Network. They started this by doing whiskey tastings and the Scotch tastings and things like that. And so we just adapted this technology for food.
And what has been, in terms of the episodes you've already done, the most exciting for you and therefore where you want to build off?
What I like about it, it's what's called a stand and stir show that's been going on since the days of Julia Child, right? Yeah. But what I didn't want to do is have it so precise, where everything was measured out in a little cup and you're pouring it in and go, now you add a quarter cup of this and then you add, we're just cooking. You will end up with a recipe that's all measured out, but in terms of the cooking, we're just because there's chefs that don't need recipes, we're just cooking and we're not following a recipe. So it's kind of fun because it's the way we actually cook at home. We're not following. I don't follow recipes unless I'm baking.
Yeah.
Right? And so it's for me. I didn't want this precious show that everything had to be precise and exact. If we have a dirty side towel because we're wiping something, fine. It's okay. We don't have to cut and sub a clean one in because it looks like it's been used. Little things like that. It's just kind of fun and interactive. And the chefs who are coming on, and the celebs that are coming on, they're friends of mine. And so we're just kind of cooking. The cameras aren't even there, but we're just kind of having a good time.
What's wild is that you say you first had this concept in the original tech bubble, which is what, like the noughts. And now we're kind of feeling as though we're going back to QVC in some way, but new kind of interactive technology. Is it old, new again? Exactly.
That's exactly what this is. And that's how I explain it to people without using QVC. It's like, so instead of picking up the phone and calling, you could just click right through. So if you're watching it on your computer, you can take your cursor, click on it, and go right to your shopping cart. Yeah.
Tell me about you, how you use technology at home at the moment to inspire your cooking, what you're doing at the moment. Is it all about cooking at home?
There's not a whole lot of technology that I use at home. I do use something for cooking large roasts called a meter.
Oh, yeah.
Meters are great. I love it. For those that don't know, it's a thermometer, but it's a digital thermometer that hooks up to your smartphone. And the cool thing about it is there are 2 temperature probes on the meter. There's an internal temperature probe that goes into the meat, and there's an external temperature monitor. So you can actually, it'll time, based on the ambient temperature of the oven, it'll tell you exactly how long it's going to take to cook the piece of meat, or what I prefer to say how long it's going to take, because, I mean, to what temperature you're going to cook it, because time is really irrelevant when you're cooking. It's more temperature is important, but it'll give you that temperature. And not only does it give you the temperature, but it tells you to take it out before you actually hit that temperature, knowing that it's going to continue to cook when you take it out of the oven. It's still, the internal temperature is still going up. And so it's a great little nifty device. But other than that, I'm kind of a low-tech guy when I'm cooking.
Yeah.
My kids use a lot more technology than I do.
They're looking up recipes on ChatGPT?
No, they're playing a lot of video games. No. Although I do use ChatGPT. So funny, I had to give a keynote speech the other day, and typically my wife's a writer, but she's busy on a project right now, so I couldn't bother her. And I'm not a writer at all, so I just went to ChatGPT and put in my name and the organization I had to give the keynote speech for, and it's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. I mean, I did a lot of other stuff around it. This was just the sort of
the bones. It gave you the bones.
Yeah. I mean, it was more of a personal story in how I related to this organization, and then
and it got you right.
Then the other stuff. Yeah, it did. Yeah, 'cause I think there's enough stuff out there. I have 3 books out there and enough other speeches that I've given and stuff. So there's a pretty good data set that they can pull from. But I was pretty happy with it.